All right, family, Black Power. It's the Truth Hour with General Sara, Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. Right now, 15% off KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sara, Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts and hoodies. We also got African and Kemetic jewelry for your family. We got you. We got the medallions, we got the earrings, we got the finger rings, we got the bracelets, we got the men's cuffs. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of nice products for you. Holistic tonics and remedies, black elderberry and honey, the soursop turmeric. We even got the natural men tonic. We got the men tonic for you, brother. Get you together. That's right. Home decor, got accessories for the living room, the dining room, the kitchen. We'll get you together, transforming your African home into the African temple that you always wanted. That's right. Class is now in session. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 800. As a matter of fact, I should change that. Now it should be 900 going on 1,000. Video presentations for your family. Too Raw for YouTube. The Black Woman is God video library series and catalog. Too Raw for YouTube. Caution. That's just say hot as hell. You see, caution. Seti with the master teachers, Freemasonry exposed, occult science, Seti debates, all world religions, video and radio interviews, highlights from over 50 cities, ancient civilization and mythology, Black power, politics, and economics. The complete General Sara Seti website, GeneralSeti.com. Get your ass in class, family. General Seti, keep it popping on Patreon. BPC making noise, we never come. Exclusive live streams too hot to handle on YouTube. Just dropped the Astro Occult Origins of the War in Heaven. Okay, very powerful, where the history and the future of our people have been charted in the stars by our ancestors. You see? And so there's a lot of powerful information in that lecture, and also the celestial architecture of ancient Egypt. So, you know, that astro occult, astronomy, cosmology, you know, that area of the general's battle plan is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, King Seti, Sara Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get the videos a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Tell me how you feel. You ain't got to agree with me. Just respect me. Because I will ban your ass. That's right. I will ban you. You know, just drop this one on Patreon today. Are white Jews anti-Semitic for denying African people's role in the Bible? That's a very serious question. You see, they don't want you to ask no questions. You understand what I'm saying about their legitimacy? They don't. You see, we just dropped the one takeoff from Migos, sacrificed on the holy day for the devil, question mark. And right now, at this very time, why hasn't Kyrie or Kanye brought up the racism in the Talmud? They have not brought up that. You see, which is, you know, that let me know how much they know. You see, that let me know how much they know. And brought up the racism in the Bible. Also, I mean, you putting up one, you understand what I'm saying? You got to put up both of them, the Torah and the Talmud. Both of them racist. And these niggas, Hebrews the Negroes. You understand what I'm saying? And much of what they talking about, it ain't no damn difference. Shit, the Hebrews is the Negroes. Shit, from Hebrews the Negroes. God damn it, from Negroes to Hebrews, from Hebrews to Negroes, they just one and the same. You see, when you listen to some of the things that come up out of their mouth, you see, so, you know, if you don't know, if you ain't got no teacher, like the General Sara Seti, then you will fall for anything. You see? And so when they put the pressure under him, you know, he folded. Both of them. Well, they say Kanye's still trying to hold on. He's holding on by a slight, you know, thin little thread. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, Kyrie, he didn't tap. He didn't tap. You see? And so that's why I say to myself, you know, if you ain't going to go all the way, don't even go. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't going to go all the way, don't even fucking go. Don't even step off into that arena. You see? Because you ain't doing nothing but embarrassing yourself. You see? You ain't doing nothing but embarrassing yourself when you go half the way. Because you said it, you know, you put it up there, you know, like you really meant something to you. And then when they put the pressure on you, you can't take it. You get to cracking like an egg and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, Kanye, and he felt he had, and I understand, you know, that the brothers feel that they got to make a stand. You know, for whatever reason they got to make it. If you're going to make the stand, make it. But you got to have the right ammunition. You didn't have the right ammunition. And so instead of, you know, in the way you came at it, you know what I'm saying? You should, they're going, you know, they're not going to listen to black people. You see, they're not going to listen to black people. And nothing that you can put it in the Bible and this, that, and the third, because you don't understand what the white Jew, his holy book is the Talmud. Okay? Is the Talmud. Okay? And so that's what you do not understand. You see, which is one of the most racist piece of literature on the planet Earth based on the documentation that's in it. And I seen what was in it. You see, I didn't see, and I'm going in it even deeper to find more verses. You see, where they didn't went in there and put some crazy, you know, information in there about our people. Okay, let me get this up there. Let me get this information up there. It's time to go to work at this time. Here we go. Let me bring it on up there. Here we go. Nah, see, they can, you know, they think they could get away with all the racism. You understand that they project on our people because our people don't, you know, when you look at our people, we too busy doing dumb shit against one another. You see, you say something about them, they stand. You see, they stand and they put whatever power they got, they put it behind, you know, they come together and then they put that power against you to make you break you and bring you to your goddamn knees or unless you fight back. You see, and you know, black people so divided, you understand what I'm saying, that they don't have that type of power base. They got the potential to have that power base, but they don't use it to bring people to respect them the same way that other people use their collective power to make other people respect them. You see, you know, and so, you know, the thing is, we got to understand they got so many curses, you understand, on black people. And when you read, see, the Talmud is their official interpretation of the Torah. You see, you got to have an official interpretation of the Torah. So the Talmud is the official interpretation of the Torah, how they practice politics. You understand what is it? Don't just read it. You have to read it according to the rabbis. You understand what I'm saying? And how they interpret it. And so that interpretation becomes the Talmud, the law, you see? And so you got, you know, many curses in the book on supposedly black people, okay? On black people. And you can tell that these ain't nothing but core racists, busted. You understand what I'm saying? Busted in all their racism, you know, and we're going to go over some of that racism today. One of the curses is the curse of Ham, who is one of the sons of Noah. They say he was white. He was white, but he did something on the ark. He did something on the ark that he had no business doing. You see, he did something on the ark that he had no business doing, and God struck blackness on his skin. That's what it say in the Talmud. That's what it says. His skin was smitten. You see, he was smitten in his skin. Okay, and the interpretation that he was turned black. Now, this is from Dr. Ben. Is right up out of the Babylonian or the Talmud. I seen also where they went even further than that. You know, with this particular verse in the Talmud, it says, "Now I cannot beget the fourth son, whose children I would have ordered to serve you and your brothers. Therefore, it must be Canaan, your firstborn, whom they enslaved. And since you have disabled me, doing ugly things in the blackness of night, Canaan's children." Now he's talking to Ham. He's talking to Ham. You see? Now I'm gonna start it again so you understand. He's talking to Ham, okay, who's supposedly the father of the African nations. He is the father of Cush, Ethiopia. He's the father of Mizraim, Egypt. He's the father of Canaan. He's the father of Punt. Okay, so he talking. This is Noah. I think this is Noah. This is Noah talking to Ham. He said, "Now I cannot beget the fourth son whose children I would have ordered to serve." And so he didn't even, how in the hell, he didn't even know this happened on the boat. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have no damn children yet. You understand what I'm saying? So how would he have cursed the man right then and there? How the hell would he had even known that he had a damn son named Canaan? It says, "Now I cannot beget the fourth son whose children I would have ordered to serve you and your brothers. Therefore, it must be Canaan, your firstborn." And that's not true, because Canaan was not the firstborn of Ham. Cush was the firstborn of Ham. Therefore, it must be Canaan, your firstborn, whom they enslaved. And since you have disabled me, doing ugly things in the blackness of night, Canaan's children shall be born ugly and black. Okay? Ugly and black. Moreover, because you twisted your head around to see my nakedness, your grandchildren's hair should be twisted into kinks and their eyes red. Again, because your lips jested at my misfortune, theirs shall swell. And because you neglected my nakedness. Because what happened was Ham came in on Noah, and Noah had got drunk, and he had fell out butt naked on the boat, and Ham jested. Now in the Talmud, he say that Ham violated Noah. Violated Noah. Okay? That's what it say. That he violated Noah. You see, that's why it says, because doing ugly things in the blackness of night. Okay? Because you neglected my nakedness, they shall go naked, his children, and their male members shall be shamefully elongated. Boy, men of this race are called Negroes. Their forefather Canaan commanded them to love theft and fornication, to be banded together in hatred of their masters, and never tell the truth. Wow. 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 And you can look this up. See, you can look this up. You can look this up. Let me go down here. And this is, you know what, I looked at this video where it dealt with a brother. I think he was a pastor, and he had dealt with the Talmud, and he had went into and pulled up the verses of what he saw that was in the Talmud, and it's many, many more. And I don't know why they act like they ain't there when anybody could buy the book and see that it's there. You see? And so this is the Talmud. It give you the 108b Sahedrin. I actually was able to go online to a Talmud that you could read online. And I say, you know what? I went to that 108b and I found it. And I knew that you could see he had scanned in the whatever the chapter and verse. And so I was able to find, and it was exactly what the brother put up there. It was exactly what he put up there. Okay. And it says, our rabbis taught 3 copulated in the ark. They were all punished: the dog, the raven, and Ham. The dog was doomed to be tied. The raven expirates his seed into his mate's mouth, and Ham was smitten in his skin. Now let me say something. Let me read you the definition, because I got the definition in here of what the Talmud. So y'all know what the Talmud is the central text in rabbinic Judaism and the primary source of Jewish religious law and Jewish theology. Do you hear that? Primary source, even over the Torah. Even over the Torah. You see, the thing is that when you read the Torah, it's not hard to show where African people have a heavy presence. Okay? You see it, and you cannot deny. And so when you can't win in that book, you have to create another book. You see, and so they had to create a book in which they can win in. They can't win in the Torah. So they have to have an official interpretation of the Torah where they can come out on top. That's basically what it is. You understand? Where they can have an interpretation where they can come out on top. And basically that's what it's. So you understand that this Talmud is the official, the primary source. Let me, I hate when I got all them lines in there. Let me get them lines out of there. Okay. The primary, you see, in nearly all Jewish communities, the Talmud was the centerpiece of Jewish cultural life and was foundational to all Jewish thought and aspirations, serving also as the guide for the daily life of Jews. The Talmud, right there. You see? And I didn't have to put that in there, but there's some things that, was said about Jesus, which I don't care. Now this is Yitzhak Yosef. Yitzhak Yosef, okay, who is the chief rabbi, even to this day. Even though he said this, I believe, he said this back in, I believe, 2018, when he said this. 2018 is when he said this. Racially charged comments made by Israeli chief rabbi Yitzhak Yosef, comparing, now don't say people of color, African people to monkeys. And this is from the ADL. Utterly unacceptable. Oh my God. Chief Rabbi calls black people monkeys. Okay. And so they tried to say people of color. Don't do that. Do we see that? You see the ADL right there? He was specific. Ain't no goddamn people of color. See, all people got color. Who the fuck was he talking to? You see, he was talking to African people, all the other, and so they want to be deceptive right there. You see, they want to be deceptive right there. And so you see, come down. This is another. Let's not forget Chief Rabbi Yosef also used his weekly sermon to describe secular women as animals because they do not dress modestly. So but that just show you where he at. You know what I'm saying? You and they call black people animals in apes. You understand? Apes. And this shit is crazy that they know it's there. Israeli chief rabbi calls. See, they gave it up. Calls African Americans monkeys. Because when he made the comment, he was looking at a little black boy from America. I don't know if the little black boy had been adopted. You see what I'm saying? By two white parents. But he called and basically said they had a little monkey. That's what he said. And this is the chief rabbi. And you know what? He's still in his position. He has not been removed. Even to this day, he has not been removed. And so one of the things that wait a minute. It says right here, Chief Rabbi Yosef is the subject of sharp criticism today. Okay. Now I'm going to go down here because he used the word. He say in a video, the rabbi talks about black people in the streets of America whose parents are white, then calls the black son of a white couple a monkey. He also used the Hebrew word kushi to describe black people, which is widely considered a racial slur in Israel. And so right there, even in his racism, it shows and proves that when he see Cush. You see, he sees Cush. He sees Cush. And so the one thing, I was just on my live on Patreon and I brought that up. I'm going to tell you the one thing, and you have to use the Bible it's an instrument. It's an instrument. You see, it's an instrument, just like they use it as an instrument, you see? And so you have to use it to your advantage. The one thing that I recognize in all my studies, that in the Bible, Cush, which is Sudan, which is Nubia, is brothers with Egypt. Now, if you go into white academia, they're going to try to make Egypt and Nubia separate nations, separate people. Okay? But when you come into the fold of the Bible, Cush, Nubia, Sudan is brothers with Egypt. They say it like, and now I don't know where they in that Talmud that just show you that they change what they want. Because in the Bible, another thing that is profound, that they give it up, that they wish they had not given it up like that. Cush is the older brother. Not no goddamn Canaan. No, Cush was the older brother. And I can back that up and I can go in there and back that up. That Cush was the older brother. And so that proves that the knowledge and the civilization came from the south of Egypt. That's very significant. You see? And it also, see, when you say Cush and not understanding that this is Sudan. I like saying Sudan. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the blackest nations. You see what I'm saying? Sud. You see what I'm saying? It's black. You see? And so it ain't no, and why I say that, because there's no mistake in that. It's no mistake. Black, burnt black. You see what I'm saying? That Nimrod who founded Mesopotamia was the son of Sudan. I could say Nubia. You see, I could say, and I could say Kush. I could say, but when people say Sudan, you see that changes shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a modern understanding of it. Because Kush is a powerful word that you could say Mesopotamia is an extension of Kush. So they try to play with that word. You see what I'm saying? You got Kush, and the boundaries of Kush is, across Asia and Africa. You see what I'm saying? So they could play with that word. You can't play with Sudan because it's right in the heart of Africa. You see? You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, I use that term. So you can see that even Mesopotamia come out of Sudan, come up out of Nubia, going further up the Nile. You see? They shouldn't have said that. They told some truth. See, that's what we don't fail to understand. That's the one thing that the Bible do tell. That's the truth. It's poison that's wrapped around something sweet. The sweetness is the truth, but there's a whole lot of poison in it too. So you got to be able to go in there and separate what's truth and discard the poison. Okay? And it's enough in there that you can use. And so they knew that they had spoken early. That, that Ham, and, they talk about Egypt too. Now, when I said that first verse, which I didn't, I hadn't heard the verse after that, because it says that, and it says he banded together in hatred of their masters. Wait a minute. I ain't even got it. Yes, it is. And never tell the truth. And it also said that he would people the hottest places, and he named Cush, he named Egypt, and he named India. Okay, that was in the Talmud. So they named Cush, they named Egypt, and they named India. That Ham populated those areas. You see what I'm saying? So even in the Talmud, they saw India as an extension of the great Kushite empire. Okay, they seen that as an extension of the great Kushite empire, and so that's what we get up out of that. So they said too much, and that's why when they get a definition now, this is what they say. Where's that Ham shit at? They had to add an extension to it to take us out of that. And that's what these Negroes who call themselves Hebrew Israelites, they try to bring this shit up all the time as if Moses put it in there. It said right here, when you get the definition of Ham, it says the youngest son of Noah, which is okay. I'll take that one. I thought that, this was Ham, the children of Ham. The youngest son of Noah, born probably 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Okay? Not the Negroes. Now, what's so goddamn funny about that, you can look Negro up as a word. That's a 16th century word. Okay? That's Spanish and Portuguese. It's a 16th century word. It does not exist before the 16th century. Before the 16th century, the European was using the term Moor. Okay? They was using the term Moor for the African. You understand what I'm saying? Then in the 16th century, and then in many areas where it's Latinized, they still use the term Moor. Okay? But in the Spanish and Portuguese, they use the term Negro. So it says Ham, the father, the progenitor of the dark race is not the Negro. Ain't no Negroes living. He's supposed to be living 2000 BC. Ain't no fucking Negroes living no 2000 BC. So that right there is explicit psychopathic racism, where you injected a derogatory term for African people, a modern derogatory term for African people into the book to allude that it's not including us. Okay, so yes, the dark races, but not us. So that means that we not the Ethiopians, we not the Egyptians, we not the Libyans, we're not the Negro. That's what we're not. We're not the Negro. We are those things. But you needed a way out of that because you spoke and you said too much. You said too much. Okay, not the Negroes. Okay, and so I guess they feel we the curse of Canaan. Okay, I guess we the curse of Canaan. And even if you say we the curse, still even there, in which we are not, but still even there, that means that the Negro is the indigenous people of Israel. See, no way you can get around that. The Negro that you claim is the curse of Canaan. You see what I'm saying? Not the Egyptians, not the Ethiopians, not the Canaan. Even then, the land that you occupying today, you're still admitting that he was the indigenous person of that land. So no, it's like they lie and they lie and they lie and they get caught up in the lie. You see, you get caught up and you can't get out of the lie. You see? So if the Canaanites are the Negroes, we were still in the land before you. Okay? And that you came in, you committed genocide on our people, and you took the land. That's all it's saying. Let me get back to this. Let's get back to this. Let's get back up here to this Talmud. Now, where is that at? Now, is that here? No, wait a minute. Nah, it's at the top right here. Now, this is what's critical. You see, because when it's, he didn't use the term. And so the thing is, I sat up there and I seen what Charles Barkley sat up there and said Kyrie should have been suspended. You see, he should have been suspended. He should have been fined. Okay, for what he said. And the question is, what happened to old Joseph? You see, the ADL put up a post, but what did the state of Israel do about what this man said? You know what? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what the spokesman for this racist chief rabbi of Israel, because he's racist. And the way he talked about women, monkeys and animals and shit, you already know, listening to some of the words in the Talmud and how, they look at those that's not Jewish as damn near not even having a spirit. You see what I'm saying? Goyim, and you know what I'm saying? And they got all type of laws and shit that if you could take something from a Gentile. If he tried in court, he's automatically, you understand, it's ruled in the Jew favor, automatically. They say, goddamn it, they say if you take something from a Gentile, goddamn it, you can't give it back. You got to keep it. The law, the laws, they make it where they win all the time. You see, say it's against the will of God to even release a slave. Okay? And so you reading all this. And the crazy shit about it, the spokesman from the office of the rabbi, you look at the top, responded saying that Joseph was quoting from the Talmud. He was that's what they said. He was quoting from the Talmud, the book of Jewish laws and traditions. So what would it look like that Israel, who lived by the book, know what's in the book, know they got all type of say Jesus is in hell, boiling in hot excrement. Say Jesus is in hell, burning in hot excrement. Shit. Say Mary's a whore. Wow. You know what I'm saying? You just sit back and say, wow. You know. They got something to say about everybody, and it's just, and it's vulgar. You know what I'm saying? It puts you, if you're not a Jew, then you just less than human. And that's basically what it is, you see? And so they couldn't really do nothing because it is in the Talmud. Okay, we didn't say it, they said it. You see? And so the thing is, I go back, where's the beginning at? Where's that book? Here it is. Now, I'm not promoting the book, Hebrews the Negro. I'm not promoting the book because I think that the niggas is ridiculously confused. You know what I'm saying? Because they have the same hate. They adopted the hate for African people. And I see where, now they trying to use, some Bantu tribes and shit in Southern Africa. You know what I'm saying? Some more traitorous niggas that's really ready to sign on and be another a tribe of divisionalism and tribalism in the heart of Africa, knowing what it say about African people, knowing what it say about curses on the Egyptians, on the Ethiopians, on the Sabaeans, and everybody in there that's African. That you should blot them out. You should wipe them out in totality. You understand? You should blot them out, blot them off the earth. This is what God ordains the Israelites to do. You know what I'm saying? And you will sign up for that. And you gonna go in there. And so, they talk about African people, but they willing to extend the olive branch to even the Mexicans and Dominicans and give them a seat at the table and then sit and turn around and still talk down on African people. I mean, I say, you know what? We're in a serious, serious war. We is in a serious, serious war. And I'm going to tell my people out here that's really we have no other alternative but victory. Because if we are not victorious, we will be exterminated. Listening to, and I can understand, say, damn, why is it so much hate? I mean, you even listen to these old Aboriginal niggas. You know what I'm saying? You even listen and they talk down on the slave trade. They talk, we ain't African. Then you got the Hebrew niggas, they ain't African. You understand what I'm saying? And anywhere where it was demise, they want to wash away our demise, the Aboriginal niggas. You understand what I'm saying? The Hebrew niggas, they want to sanctify, our demise and say it's godly ordained for, these things to happen. And, that God is against us and, we're not them. You know, we're not African. We ain't none of that, you know, but then turn right around and offer the olive branch to the Dominicans and to the Venezuelans and all these motherfuckers. I say, you know, and then allow them and say they are part of the 12 tribes. You understand what I'm saying? Knowing they ain't got no lineage, they just like, you understand, the Ashkenaz. You didn't went and got another Ashkenaz, have no lineage, have no blood lineage to nothing in that area. Give them a seat at the table and give them the text and have them talk disrespectful and racist and to us as African people. I say, wow. You know, we in serious trouble, family. We is in serious trouble today. If we don't realize what these people, you know, everybody we are the most hated on the planet, and it's for a reason. It's a reason. We got to look at that. It's for a reason. Because if we didn't have nothing and we didn't count for nothing, you understand? We worth nothing. We have done nothing. Why is it that every goddamn nationality, every religion, every ideology on the planet talk down on African people just endlessly in every book? Why would they spend so much energy on somebody that don't even count? There's something about that. You got to look at that. Why do they spend so much energy on somebody that ain't even supposed to count? You better look at that. You better look at that. You understand what I'm saying? You better look at that. And so the thing is that, see, if Kyrie was smart, if they really knew and they don't know, they, you know, somebody that was schooled in the Talmud, and what it said, you know, and I seen a lot of, you know, Jews on the internet, they put that book up there. But if you was to come out, you know, and they always let them explain it. To us, it's fucked up. We don't give a fuck what you talk. Just like y'all, you know, Kyrie was trying to say, I don't feel like you feel. You think you think I'm being this, that, but I don't, you know, but see, they got to control the narrative. You see what I'm saying? And so if you read something, they're going to tell you, oh, that ain't bitch, fuck you. This is how I feel. That's highly disrespectful. You understand? If you condemn the rabbi for saying what he's saying, and he could go in your holy book and find it, then you must condemn the book. You must condemn the book as well as you condemn the rabbi. You must condemn the Talmud as well as the rabbi, because he's quoting from the Talmud, which is the primary source of knowledge and instruction for the rabbinic Judaism. And that's for any who got rabbis. If they got rabbis, Judaism, and that primarily most of all the Europeans. They know it's in the book. That's why they didn't chastise the man. You see what I'm saying? That's why they didn't chastise him. And so they live in the book out. You understand what I'm saying? They live in the book out. They ain't supposed to let a goyim or a monk, you know, what they term a monkey, speak against them, even if they feel that they right. That's wrong for you to allow a goyim to talk to you like that. That's what it teach them, that you are the chosen of God. How you gonna let a goyim talk to you like that? You see, and try to expose you like that. And the question I ask, why haven't we just, everybody always throwing out this anti-Semitic, and I'm gonna move on to my next video, my last video. And family, I forgot to even mention that I had a live stream, which I'm gonna go over. These are just skipping through. This Sunday, I'm having the live stream. Who are the real Jews? The link is right down there where listen, and I made it for everybody can come and get the wisdom. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to lay that shit out for anybody. Get your notebook. It will be, I'm going to upload it on my Patreon so you can always, I guarantee you will put Hebrew Israelite, you will put Ashkenaz, you could put all these racist rabbis on the run. God damn it, on the run. You will put them on the run. I guarantee you. I'm going to lay it out for you. Get your notebook. Keep the subscription to my Patreon so you can always have the knowledge. I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to show the fact. I'm going to give the family the winning playbook that where they can, when they run, they'll run up on any one of them and do critical damage. You understand? They will not be able to defeat you, period. I'm guaranteeing you that. They will not be able to defeat you at all. And so that is this Sunday. The link is down there. And I felt that because these peoples is playing, you know what I'm saying? Just like college had to step, I'm stepping up on them. I got to step because I cannot let them railroad and always quick to call. Nobody, we don't have to deal with racism like y'all. I mean, deal in racism. We don't have to be racist against no goddamn body. Like racism means you just hate for the fucking, I understand the political aspect of what, but you got to have an innate, and everything you say is based off of hate. You see what I'm saying? It's truth. The fact is that your shit is built off of hate, and the truth is greater than your hate, and it hurt. That's really what is. The truth is hurting you. We're not speaking this like we're just blurting out racial slurs and just out of nowhere. No, what we're saying is based on documentation. It just hurt because it destroys your narrative of being the so-called chosen people. That's your that's your opinion. But the thing is, which I never heard nobody just bring up. You see, which I never heard. Everybody always talking about anti-Semitic. What the fuck is a Semitic? What is a Semitic? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, since everybody in the world, and we say anti-Semitic. You see, why haven't we had no understanding of what a Semitic is? Because, a lot of people don't even know what a Semitic is. And shit, and coming from these people, they change and shit. Even certain scholars don't even know what a Semitic is. So then you say anti-Semitic. What is a Semitic? What is an anti? So we'll know what, so when you say somebody is anti-Semitic, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Is that a racial? Because when I look it up, when I looked it up, and I did look it up, it was a language group. I looked it up. Where is it at? I think maybe it's right here. Let me see. No, that's not it. This is some more stuff that they said, and this is what, and I looked this up. This was a footnote. Now look, this was to where it says Ham was smitten in his skin, right? And it had a footnote. And I went in the Talmud and looked it up to see if it was actually there. You understand? And it was there. And it says, i.e., from him descended Cush, the Negro. And it was in the Talmud that I looked it up in. It was there. It said Negro, who is black skinned. So they saying our skin is black. Okay. And they saying that we are cursed. And so the rabbi's spokesperson backed it up saying, and I'm going to go in there and forgot to deal with that one. Where that? And so his spokesman said he was quoting from the Talmud. Now the critical thing, I wanted to bring this up. Do you know, because Donald Trump's daughter is married to, what's his name, Kushner. Now he even got a Kush name. Okay. He got, so I guess I wonder how he feel about that. How the hell did a white Jew end up with a black man's name? I would like to know that. Where is that at? Right here. Ivanka Trump is coming under fire for her, and this just show you how they think. Ain't nobody blasting Ivanka, okay? She, a rabbi who's no stranger to controversy. Oh, Yitzhak has previously suggested that women who dress immodestly are animals and that the black people are monkeys. On Sunday, Ivanka and her husband, Jared Kushner. Ah, shit. Look at this shit. This motherfucker named Kushner. Let's look at this, man. Just look at it. Just look at it and he go, okay, who both have official White House position were in Jerusalem for the opening of the new U.S. embassy. While there, they received a blessing from Yitzhak during the celebration, which outraged many on social media. Okay. It says one person wrote, let's not forget Chief Rabbi Yosef also used his weekly sermon. And so they just said something about the woman. Okay, they didn't say nothing. Or did they say another tweeted directly at Ivanka herself and said, were you honored to receive a blessing from a rabbi who referred to blacks as monkeys? As an African American, I'm appalled that you would send this kind of message of approval. Wow. You see, they don't give a fuck, but they don't give a fuck. They know what he said. They know the controversy, and they still went there and got the blessing. You understand what I'm saying? But then they want to turn around. I mean, and I heard what Kanye said. He said, I'm gonna go DEFCON on the Jews. That's what he said. Okay, he gonna go. But I didn't hear him call him a racial epithet. I didn't hear him call him nothing racial. Now, if they want to say that's anti-Semitic, that's all right. That's okay. But I didn't hear him call him no racial epithet on that level, because our people have been dealing with that. They always talking about, and I hear them crying. Well, when we hear this, we think about the Holocaust and but they've been calling us monkeys. So what the fuck do y'all think we think about? You think you the only one that motherfucking hurt and bleed and went through a Holocaust? Our shit was 100 times greater. And goddamn it, the one thing about our Holocaust, your hand was in it. And that's documented from the Jewish community. Your hands was in ours. Ours wasn't in yours. Because even blacks died over there in Germany. God damn it, you ain't talking about his homeboy Mussolini that went down to Ethiopia. You didn't talk about when Mussolini went down to Ethiopia and committed genocide on our peoples down in Ethiopia. Drop napalm and all that and gas on the people. You understand? And could have killed well over 500,000 to 1 million of our people in Ethiopia. And nobody talking about that. So you always talk about your Holocaust as if other people have not died in even greater numbers. I mean, I'm talking about Belgium, where Leopold II wiped out damn near 15 to 30 million in the Congo alone. We're not talking about, and that was for a 40-year period. We're not talking about, over 300 years of slavery. And we're not even talking about the colonization of the continent, where a lot of the countries didn't even get freedom into the goddamn 80s and the goddamn 70s. You see what I'm saying? So they stayed under oppression for far longer than anything, y'all. And you know what? And this is not to talk against, because I know they gonna want to take this shit off, but it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So when you hear somebody say something like, well, he's going to go DEFCON on these Jews, what the fuck you think we feel like when we hear somebody use the term monkey? God damn it, and these people's over here hanging us, calling us monkeys while they stringing us up in the goddamn noose. Okay? So you the only one can cry and feel pain and shit? I say, wow, they don't have no consideration for nobody but they self. They don't have no, and so they see the racial that this chief and you know, and everybody want to jump on Kyrie and say he should be fined, he should be suspended. And then they didn't went over there and took Kanye his money. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what? He said some shit. At least Kyrie ain't say no shit about black people. You understand what I'm saying? Kanye was, you motherfucking, you walked out, you made that bed. You see what I'm saying? You made that fucking bed. You see what I'm saying? Now that the motherfuckers didn't, flip the bed open, now you sorry and this, that, and the third. But goddamn, it's too late, my nigga. It's too late. You didn't already spoke. You didn't already, told the officers where we was at. When you talking about the Judas, you didn't already whispered in our ear, nigga, and told. And at the same time, while you was whispering in our ear, nigga, you didn't plot it. You didn't say it foul shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's that. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna go to war, motherfucker, have your shit lined up. You see? And he did not, neither one of them, because they quoting, you know what I'm saying? They should have just put the Talmud up there. Somebody qualified to go in there and show that is more racist than any book or anything that any one of them have said. They should have put it up there. They should have put it up there, but they not going to let them put it up there. You see what I'm saying? Because it's going to be evident that the racism is so vicious and it's the holy book. It's the primary book, which means there is a vast, and let me tell y'all something. They make a lot of them know that book. They don't just, when they go to school, that's mandatory. That's, just like you go into the Quran, the Islamic school, and they read that Quran, they make them memorize it from beginning to end. The Talmud, and I believe the Torah is both of them. They, you know what I'm saying? That's mandatory. So they know that that's in there is not something that is not known. They know it. They know it. They know it's in there. And those of them that maybe, I don't know if there's some Jews that don't ascribe to the Talmud, they still know it's in there. They still know it's in there because they didn't dealt with them. And I'm about to end this one. I was going to do the other video. I'm not going to do it tonight. I already did 3. I was going to try to do 4, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just save my energy and do it tomorrow. I seen a video. And this was a white man. He was a Christian. And he was over in Israel. I believe he was in Jerusalem. And he was out on the streets and he was trying to teach something about Jesus. You see what I'm saying? He was speaking. I don't know if he had a megaphone. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But he might not even had a megaphone. He was trying to stop, Jews, and he was trying to teach them, something about Jesus. Man, listen here. They had to get the police to get that motherfucker up out of there. And the police told him, get your ass on up out of here, because they was about to do something to their ass. You see what I'm saying? I say, they had video, one of them was talking while the other one had the camera. Man, they was walking up on his ass, slapping the guy. You can see the camera going off back and forth and shit. And really, the police was Jewish too. They had to do their job and tried to back them up. But they was like, man, get your ass up out of here. I'm not going to tell you again. Because if they, the next time and you stay here and we move on, whatever the fuck they do to you, that's going to be on you. That's basically what they said. And so they are very highly racially inclined to do something to motherfuckers that don't believe how they believe. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. So the thing is, I had to state this for the record to show that, there's a truly a double standard, that they know these other peoples is racist. They got racist literature and they have not been called on their racism. But every time they get an opportunity, because that's what power do. That's really what it boils down to. That's what power do. Crush the little nigga. If y'all sick and tired of other people doing you the way they doing you, get power. Don't get money. Don't get economic. Get economic power. You see, power will make a motherfucker do something when he don't want to do it because he feels threatened of the punishment that could come with him not doing it. You see what I'm saying? When you got power to crush a motherfucker, whether it's spiritually, whether it's economically, and you wield the power, and they know they can be just like they did, and they know you can inflict injury on them, not physically, economically. You understand what I'm saying? You can inflict and hurt them. They respect that. You see what I'm saying? And so it shows and proves that far too many people have power over us to inflict harm upon us, whether it's economically, whether it's physically. They have far too much power over us. And I ask my people, when the fuck is you tired of that? Is you tired of them? I mean, motherfucker got $1 billion. And motherfucker went in there. And I told you that's what power. Economics is not power. You got to have economic power. When you can make the money and you dictate the wealth, and it's just piece of paper, and you could dictate that it's worth something when it ain't worth shit. You understand what I'm saying? When you could dictate all of the numbers, and you understand you could go in a motherfucker can have numbers in the computer, and you can go in there and fuck with the numbers and take a motherfucker shit, lock his goddamn account down, do all that. You got economic power. Not that you, I got 10 billion in the bank, bitch. We just locked this shit down. You ain't got 10 shit. You ain't got 10 shit in the bank, nigga. We didn't lock it down. That's economic. So whatever you got to add power to it. You see, and power is backed up by force. You see, and numbers. You understand what I'm saying? And determination to wield that power. The potential of power and the wielding the fulfillment of power and the wielding of power is something totally different than potential. We got the potential, but we never unify to wield the power. You see what I'm saying? They are doing that on us. So when you don't just get spirituality, get spiritual power. Don't just get, you got to move these churches out of here. You got to move all these forms and when I see and look upon every corner and I see African religiosity and spirituality that's teaching a black power philosophy in that church to maintain black power and continue to expand that energy, that's when that's spiritual power. Not that we are on the outside and everybody on our corner, you understand, teaching a form. We don't have no spiritual power. We got some spirituality. We could teach spirituality, but we just don't have no spiritual power. You see what I'm saying? We got education. You can open up a school within the belly of the beast, but you have no educational power. You see what I'm saying? They could pass a law at any given time, say you cannot teach this shit. And you know what you going, and you ain't gonna teach it because they're gonna come in, they're gonna sign them documents, and they're gonna lift your ass up out of there and take you on where you're gonna go. You see, we don't have no education, so we got to get power. You know, and that comes with unity, coming together as one, understanding a policy and a politic of black power. That's the all that other shit. That shit old. We is not in goddamn. We don't have goats and camels and shit and none of that. We have to update our thinking to a modern time of what we. And yes, some of the old must come with us because it's primary information. But we have to update our philosophy, our political ideology for today, that it will empower us and put us where we want to be. That must be our religion. That must be our spirituality. That, not just, and motherfuckers just, no, that can't be it. The policy, the politic that's going to put us on top, that's got to be our religion. If and everything else, it's for poems and shit. We read our poem, and that's all right. We just infuse it into that. But just like they got a policy and politic that keep them on top, we have to have a policy and a politic to keep us on top. We have to do that, family, or you're going to continue to see them try to make examples out of people for the slightest little shit. Okay? And I'm about to get up out of here. Just like they say, you can buy that book, and I'm not promoting the book. You can go right on Amazon, and a whole lot of white companies that sell that book, and they ain't took that motherfucker. Matter of fact, they probably selling more of them motherfuckers today than they did at any given time. What's his name? Bezos or whatever. Have anybody call Bezos up and say, man, why is you selling that motherfucker? On why you selling it? Nobody called Bezos up. Nobody called Bezos up and say why you, or any white companies that been selling that book. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's called him up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, that just show you what power is. You understand what I'm saying? When you got power, don't nobody address you like that. You see what I'm saying? So family, I'm out of here. This is the General Sara, Suten, Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. That video on General Seti page, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Black power.